Welcome back to Here Comes the Money, round 6, the show where me and Darc put $1,000 each into a sports bet account to earn $5,000 by the end of the AFL season. Documenting every single bet we put on, giving them out. Where I'm on a heater, Darc's a bit cold. Darc, what was your account at to start the show?
I was at 639, so I've taken a bit of a whack so far this year. What about yourself?
I was at 1153, so I'm in the green. I'm in profit. And you don't actually know this yet, but the biggest bet in Here Comes the Money history has been placed by me today.
Just then?
Just then. Don't look at it. Don't go look at it. No. I will tell you. But the biggest bet in Here Comes the Money history has been placed, and it is very exciting.
I fucking can't wait to hear it. Jev, any good bets last week?
Last week, I did have a winner, yes. When Jack Higgins kicked his second, I had $50 on Parrish 25, Oliver 25, Cozzy Pickett 2, Whitfield for 20, Higgins for 2, and got back $350.
Jeez, you were stressing that last week. Like it was right at the
kicked it with a minute to go.
For anyone else that had Jack Higgins, you would have been sweating like Jev in that last bit, but that was really good. Now, Jev, no fault of my own. This probably doesn't even count. I even apologise. I thought I put this on my own account, but I didn't because I only sprinkled $2 on all of them because I don't have much in my other account as well. But I put $2 on Waitman for 2, 3, and 4 goals. And then they all hit. So got back like 100 and a bit from all those lines because he paid a buck a load. By the way, he also paid 91 to 1 for 5 goals. We knew on his return that he was a chance against Port Adelaide. So we will be touching on those goal kickers a little bit more as we go through, Jev. But may as well kick us off. What are your bets so far for this week? So we are just going to go 1 for 1, as we said, and we're just going to tell you what the bets are. If you like any of these bets, let us know, and we can send you the copy link because they're still working, aren't they?
Who knows?
Yeah, perfect.
We send it either way. We'll send the screenshot. We never know with sports bets, so we can send you whatever.
Smart.
If you like the screenshots. First bet is my 9-leg multi from Here Comes the Money, Darc.
Yes.
Freo plus 16.5, Port minus 28.5, Brisbane minus 2.5, Geelong plus 7.5, Adelaide minus 3, St Kilda plus 18, North plus 40, Melbourne head-to-head, Essendon plus 34. I have $23 on that for a return of $250.
Beautiful.
10 to 1. You?
I've only got $12, but I've gone a couple of different leagues. So Freo plus 16.5, West Coast to cover plus 66.5, Brisbane minus 2.5, Sydney plus 30.5, Adelaide minus 3.5, St Kilda plus 18, North Melbourne, and Essendon plus 33.5 on the final game on Anzac Day. Gets me back $110. So a bit of a short one. I just need to start accumulating some money in this account or else I'm out.
My next bet is the 10K Punters Club bet. So I didn't get in the 10K Punters Club because I don't have enough bet with mates, but I did help put the bet on. When we're putting it on, we absolutely loved it. So I have 20 on it instead of 10 like everyone else. But Charlie Cameron anytime, Jeremy Cameron for 2, Sinclair for 25, Charlie Curnow for 2, Fritsch for 2, Petrarca 25, Dacos 30, Parrish 30. 20 on that gets back $200 exactly, basically.
Yeah, absolutely love that bet, Jev. I had that in my bet slip, and because we're already riding, I think it's a lock as well. So I've only just got the 15 on that today, $142 back. We love this. If you're seeing this before the bet actually comes out, that is obviously the 10K Punters Club bet. We absolutely love that. Only 8 legs. We honestly don't see that one losing. Good players only, Jev.
We're very excited. You got one.
All right, so this is my leg. So Jev, this is my big one. I haven't been able to put much on him because I don't have much, but I've got $60 on this one to get me back $334.
Let's go.
I've got Brisbane head-to-head against GWS. I've got Jeremy Cameron for 2 goals. I've got Adelaide head-to-head. I've got Curnow for 2 goals, Cripps for 20 touches, Melbourne to win, and Fritsch for 2 goals.
Let's go.
So I absolutely, I've got 60 on that, so 334 to crawl me back. I went through every single market today, yesterday. I think these are all absolute locks. So 334 back. So
I've outlaid 40 on this, and I absolutely love it. Charlie Cameron for 2. He's in as hot a form as anyone. Jeremy Cameron for 2. Jack Higgins for 2 and Cozzy Pickett for 2. Just a 4-legger. 40 on that to get me back $214. That's 5 to 1 that pays. 214, and I've got a 1-leg fails bonus bet. That's just good plays to kick 2.
Yep. I've got this one's a 1-leg fails and also get money back. So I've got $50 on this one, Jev. So if you listen to hook, line, and sinker, these are my 4 favourite lines. So this is to get back $141. I've got Brisbane minus 2.5, Swans to cover plus 31.5. I think they do that. Adelaide minus 3.5 and Essendon plus 33.5.
Yes,
so that pays $283. That gets me back $140, and that is it. So that's my $130 spent for the week. So I'm not going over that. What else do you have?
I might have found the best value of the weekend. How many touches did Nick Blakely have last Friday night?
Oh, I can't even remember.
31, I think.
Oh, beautiful. 31.
Paying $3.90 for 25. $3.90 for 20. So I'm anchoring around Blakey to get 25. So start with Blakey to get 25. Then it's Sinclair for 25.
Yep.
LDU and Noah Anderson for 25.
25s. Yeah.
Petrarca 25. Then Dacos and Parrish for 30. $20 gets back $576. Basically $600.
that's fucking
All
good.
relying on
Blakey.
Blakey. And then I reckon the rest basically hit. And then the biggest bet in Here Comes the Money history.
A monster, is it?
Because I was in the profit. Tell me the loser. Port head-to-head.
Yes.
Brisbane head-to-head.
Yes.
Adelaide head-to-head.
Yes.
Melbourne head-to-head.
Yes.
That's it.
None of them lose.
$270 on it.
Oh my God, that is good. What's that get back?
612. $2.27
Yes.
a base. This is where we've got to start getting that. That's got to be up there.
Yes.
We've got to start getting right into profit. I want to get near 2K
I
by the end of
love
this
that.
weekend. It's time to.
I
it's
just
time
need to
have
get a
crack.
few more before I can start
Yeah,
chewing
so
to that. Or
I
else
was
next
at-
week I'm putting $500 on something.
I was at
like this.
11.53. I'm like, I'm getting into the fucking well above 1,000. So I outlaid 270 on the 4 teams head to head.
I love that, Jev.
All right. So one thing we've been noticing, instead of stacking legs in a multi, so there's our bets at 10K. So we want to give out some odds that like we don't think make sense. Like last week, I had $5 on Brad Close to kick 4 at 34-1. I had money on Fogarty to kick 5 at 19-1. What else?
We had Cody Waitman
For
so
4 at-
his first one back.
Yeah,
So
first
4 was
game
at
back.
35s.
Rather than stacking multi-legs and then your DM is saying, I needed fucking LDU for 25, you only 23, and that costs you multi-leg. Have a look at some goal kicker markets, and some blokes just pay too much for, a couple of goals. So we're going to go through the games and just point out a couple we like the odds of. So Port versus West Coast. Darc, who you got?
So this one doesn't actually pay that much because anyone could kick goals for Port. But Jeremy Finlayson for 3 goals, like if you're building a multi, maybe if not one out, it's only $3 for 3, $6 for 4. But he could easily kick a bag of 5, and that's $15. So I don't mind that.
Oh, you're right here. Jeremy Finlayson, 4 and 5. $14 for 5, $6 for 4. And then I got Sam Powell Pepper for 3. That's $3.75. And for 4 is $8.75. Like $8.75, that's great value. Yep. Next game, GWS versus Brisbane.
I've gone Harry Himmelberg. I absolutely love him. He could easily kick goals in this game. Like we can see, Brisbane, I reckon they'll be in front. So I definitely can see GWS to score for 3 goals, $4.90, for 4, for 13. And he could easily, you could see him popping up, kicking 5 at 41, 41-1.
Yeah, I love that. I've gone Aaron Cadman, the second gamer, number 1 pick. But for 3, we're getting $8.75.
Yeah.
Kicks one in the first quarter, he kicks another one, or he kicks one late at Joe the Goose. Like, I can see him kicking 3. And then Josh Kelly for 2 at $12.50. He kicked 2 in round 4 against Essendon. It's round 6.
Yeah.
Basically, a week ago, he kicked 2. And he's paying $12.50 for 2. He usually sneaks a goal in. Like, for 2, I love that $12.50. Swans versus Geelong.
So I love small forwards, and I just think that they always just pop up for a few. Grind Myers for 2, only 2 as a small forwards, $4.80. For 3, $16. How many small forwards just pop up and kick 4? $71.
Yes, that's a
for
good,
4.
There we go.
Now
we're talking.
That's for 4 goals, $71.
He could easily pop, yes, 1 a quarter, gets 2 in a quarter, 2 in a minute. Yeah, there you go. So I've got Gary Rowan for 3 at $6-1. I reckon he'll kick 3 in the Swans for sure. Pretty sure he kicked 3 in the grand final on us. Isaac Smith for 2 at $7.75. He kicked 2 on his grand final day.
Yep.
He loves getting forward and kicking a goal. And then I've got the night Bud kicked 1,000 last year. Heaney kicked 5. It gets forgotten because Bud kicked 1,000, but Heaney kicked 5. For 4, he's $11.50. For 5, he's 34-1.
And he's due to have a big game.
He played really well last week, so he's due to have a big game. He had a shocker in the grand final because he was forward and we weren't getting it there. And then Errol Goulden for 2. He can easily pop up for 2. Usually kicks a goal a week. 6-1 for Errol Goulden for 2. Like, love $6.
Yeah.
Love that value. Hawks versus Adelaide.
Mate, this is the only game. I know we're going to do all of them. There was nothing there that tickled. Like, I don't think I'm going to sprinkle any goal scorers. Is there any that you like?
Yeah, Isaac Rankin for 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
4, 6.25. 5, 15-1. 6, 41-1. That's nice. And then Fogarty, he kicked 5 last week. I had him for 5.
And he looked unbelievable.
He's at 11-1 for 5 again.
Good.
He loves a snag. He's a beautiful set shot. Every time he takes a mark inside 50, he looks like he's going to slot it. And then Jordan Dawson and Rory Laird, both for 2. So they both kicked one goal in that first quarter blitz
They did.
of the Blues last week. They both kicked a goal. So Dawson for 2, you're getting 750. Yep. Rory Laird for 2, you're getting 13-1. If he kicks another early goal and they're playing really well, why can't he kick a second one?
Yeah, I love it.
13-1, absolutely love that. Right, Carlton versus Kilda.
So this is one. So Morg sort of touched on one of the boys, which is Durden. But as I said, small forwards, they all take at least one game a year. They step up and they have a little bag. So Durden and Motlop for 2 are both 460. For 3, they're both 1450. For 4, Durden 71 and Motlop 61.
Yes, Durden for 4 at 71 is a great bet.
Just one of them just to pop up and kick 4. And all you need to sprinkle $2 on all.
I just think of it, he gets 1 Joe the Goose, 1 free kick, then he gets a 2 high free kick and he crumbs 1 off Kerno. There's 4, 71-1. I have Sam Walsh for 2 at 12-1.
Yeah.
So he kicked 1 last week. Even when things were going terrible for Carlton against Coast, he still popped up and kicked a goal. Why can't he kick a second at 12-1? Then I've got Higgins and Butler for 3.
Is Butler paying a fucking bomb?
$8.75 for 3.
Yeah, I love
Jack
that.
Higgins $4 for 3 when he kicked 4 and 5 before last week. And he had 3 shots on goal last week. He missed an easy one.
Yeah, he did.
Gold Coast North.
Now, I usually wouldn't bet on him with Jeff. He popped up and kicked 4 last week, but Jaden Stevenson for 3 against Gold Coast is $8. But for him to pop up and kick 4 again, it's $26.
Yes.
Yes. Why can't he? Zerhar's also paying a bit for 5. I'm not sure if you have him.
So I've got Noah Anderson for 2.
Yep.
Kicked it last week. 2's 480, but 3's 17-1. So turn that 2 to 3. And then Zerhar for 4 or 5. 4 is 13-1. 5 is 46-1. We were there on Good Friday when he kicked, I think he kicked 3 goals 4 at Marvel Stadium Good Friday. He could have kicked 7 that day. He missed some easy ones.
He's unbelievable when he wants to be.
He's a good player. Yeah, 5 at 46-1. That's the sort of one. Melbourne versus Tigers.
So these last 2 games, Jeff, these are the ones I'm 100% sprinkling. The Durden and Motlop, but this one 100%. They get the odds wrong when guys are coming back. Max scoring for 3 is 650.
That's exactly
he could easily
what I've got
rest.
written down.
4 goals is
18
$18 and 5 goals $71.
Yes, I've got all those 3 written down, and then I've got Max Gorn, and then I've got Clary for 2 at 13-1.
If he ends up playing,
I don't care if he's crook. Kick 3. What was it? Round 3 against the Swans. He kicked 2 round 3 against Swans. Why can't he get there? Then Shy Bomb for 3, 5-1. I think he's a great bet. Papley kicks 3 on the Ds. Shy Bomb can easily kick 3. And then look at Tim Torano for 2 at $9. Saying has to change direction. They got pumped.
I actually love that,
I can see him playing half forward, bit more deep forward. Get him forward. Has he kicked 1 goal for the season for the Tigers? I can't remember. He can kick 2 at 9-1. Like 9-1 is great value for Torano.
Last year in the 100K, he was 25-1 almost every week in the multi.
Remember that night against the Tigers for GWS when he kicked forward? He kicked 4 or 5 because Dusty was... sorry, he didn't play for Richmond. Anyway, Collingwood versus Essendon.
I reckon Toby Green was out.
Yes, that's it. Toby Green was out. Torano went... He kicked 4.5. I reckon we got the same leg here. Collingwood versus Essendon, back to back.
Degoe?
No, I got Ginnivan.
No, so I got Degoe. So I've gone 3 goals is $6. I just can see a midfielder just taking over this game. 4 goals is 17 and 5 goals is 67.
Yes.
Just see him taking over. Degoe kicks his 5th.
And then I've got Jack Ginnivan, who kicked 5 on Anzac Day last year.
I wish we knew what that paid.
4 at 11.50 and 5 at 34-1.
Yeah.
And then Alwyn Davey Jr., small forwards, they can, as we say, a Joe the Goose, a free kick, and a nice set shot. He's paying 17-1 for 3. Alwyn Davey Jr.
money.
Love that. And then Sam Draper for 3, again, 12-1. It was 23-1 last week, 12-1 for Draper 3. I listened to a lot of sports radio this week. They reckon the 2 Essendon ruckmans, Phillips and Draper, they really test the opposition ruckman if they come in with 1 ruckman and they go hard forward and test you running with them, and then they go sit in the bench and recover. So if Draper's on the field and Phillips on the bench, he's running hard to the goal square. I like him for 3 again at 12-1.
As we said, like we sat down and watched that game together, his hands are unbelievable. And the amount of times that Grundy didn't want to go back with him, he'd get the ball and he literally just beeline straight down the goal square. He's been doing it all year. Did it against GWS. So Draper, don't think it's a flash in the pan. He could 100% step up and kick a few more goals.
And I know I've been carrying on a bit about it. Nick Dacos is a lock for the Anzac Day medal. But if Draper pops up and kicks 3 and Essendon win 15-1 for the Anzac Day medal.
That's actually a really good market. Like you could, if you like a player, sprinkle, because like Nick Dacos is 350, which is short, but any other player if you like sprinkles them, like
Jake Stringer 21-1. If he kicks 6, like he goes nuts.
I love it.
Shit like that. Still Sidebottom hasn't played a bad game in about 10 years. 26-1. All right. That's Here Comes the Money.
All right, well done. Here comes
Thanks
the
for
money.
tuning
There are
in.
our bets. But yeah, that's
We're
one
gonna
thing
get
we're really
out of
going to look
Luke and
for.
George's
If you
home.
like some goal kickers, let us know because we absolutely love these markets. We reckon that's a really good way to get into it. So
go.
enjoy the footy. 100K, 10K Punters Club will get posted.
Yes.
Love you all. Cheers.
You outdid the promo.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, well.
Fuck yes.